Okay, kids, we're back inside today. It's kind of late in the evening here, and it's kind of cold out today. I did do some running on the treadmill. It was just a little too chilly for me outside. I'm sorry about the video from the other day. Chapter 12, I think, was a little windy. We did my best. You know, we'll keep seeing how things work, and I guess today. I've been answering emails all day from you guys, getting your essays, and I've looked over a couple of them, and very impressive work. It's just so wonderful that you're still able to be challenged and to produce a really quality piece of writing and send it to me. It's a little untraditional. You're sending it by email, but that's the way of things, isn't it? We'll make do, as we always do, kids. Now, introducing this project, I want to make a couple of things really clear before I even read a word of this to you. First of all, as I always do, with every essay, or project, whenever I introduce it to you, I never give you a deadline, right? I never do. And you remember why I don't do that? Yeah, because it makes us anxious, it makes us worried. Oh, now I better get this done, and no. We're going to have none of that. Writing should be enjoyable. It should bring out our best qualities, our characters of intellect and thoughtfulness, our creativity, all of those wonderful things. And it's our way of expressing our ideas so that other people can share in them. And I want that to be a positive thing for you. So we're taking deadlines don't exist, now, or I don't know, even in the future, but they don't exist for now, okay? So that's where we're going to leave that. And as far as grading, I know some of you were a little anxious about the argument essay and how I was going to grade that. So it would probably take me 3 weeks to grade all of these essays, particularly since I'm doing it digitally. That's really slows me down. But what I have is a modified version of the rubric that you're very familiar with, and there's going to be no numbers and no grade at the bottom, but I'm still going to highlight areas that I think could be improved, so I'm giving you back some feedback, some important feedback, and you can see how your writing is progressing. Does that make sense? I think it does, okay? Okay, so this project, again, is called the Great Beings Project. Let me read the writing prompt for you, and remember at this point, your job is not really to start writing, but maybe just to start thinking, okay? Creatively. In Milkweed by Jerry Spinelli, many people, including Misha, Janina, Mr. Milgram, and Yuri, demonstrated exemplary character traits such as courage, compassion, determination, intelligence, honesty, generosity, and humanism. Character traits such as these are what make ordinary people in extraordinary situations great beings. I want you to choose 3 great beings. Now, 2 you'll choose from the book Milkweed. You have that at home, and there's so many great beings in that book, that should be pretty easy. And 1 contemporary. What does contemporary mean? Well, you might have remembered from my past video, contemporary is a person who is alive during your lifetime. Anybody who's alive while you're alive, okay? For the contemporary, you may select a family member, a friend, or even somebody you don't know, like a celebrity, a politician, or an athlete. So that's going to present a problem, I guess, isn't it? Because how are you going to get tech support? So you'll see in the assignment, I state very clearly that in this 3rd contemporary paragraph, you do not need quotes. You're free to paraphrase your text evidence. If you would like to quote from an online source, let's say, or a book that you might have on your bookshelf, you're welcome to do so if you wish. So you've got a lot of flexibility there. But personalizing this topic, one of your heroes, whether it's somebody famous or somebody that might be living with you in your house, personalizing the topic of great being, I think, has tremendous meaning for you. Okay, so I want you to describe the exemplary character traits that these 3 people demonstrate. and explaining how each particular character trait makes each person a great being. Now you're going to see there is a graphic organizer that I've included, which I'm going to go over in another video, because that's more the mechanics of writing and all of that. We're not at that stage yet, are we? I don't think so. I just want you to think about the writing prompt. And of course, as always, I put the same assignment directions, like I always say, no pictures, designs, illustrations, unusual paper, weirdo book report, nothing like that, okay? So I'm going to publish just the writing prompt at this point, just so you can look at it and get some ideas. And I'm still maybe reworking a couple of things on the assignment graphic organizer anyway. It's basically things that I'm overwriting from the prior iteration of the Great Beings project, which was much more of a research project. This really isn't. Remember, kids, when you read the writing prompt, all of you have access to me at this point by email, and you know how easy I am to contact and get back to you in a very timely manner. So feel free to do that if you have any questions, and give it some good creative thought. I know you're going to love thinking about this topic of great beings. All right, kids, it's getting late. It's definitely past my bedtime. So you guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and be very proud of your amazing Manhasset community during these challenging times. Oh, and don't forget to say I love you to Mom and Dad. They always appreciate that. Now, I didn't want to say anything, but not one of you mentioned, look, I put on this brand new tie just for you. And I know a lot of you are probably wondering, where does Mr. K get such wonderful and classy ties from? He's got so many of them. And it's true, I do. My tie rack is just overflowing. Well, I've been a teacher for 23 years, and usually more than one student a year during Christmas buys me a tie. So I'm glad I'm getting to wear them in this kind of very special, unique way. So anyway, there are no handshakes, kids. No handshakes whatsoever. But as we always do, everybody dab.